Friday, 1st of June, actually the 110th birthday of Hartlepool United. We're here with the guys from the Hartlepool United Supporters Trust, Joe and Chip, actually starting on a sad note today.
Yeah, everyone at the Trust and all the fans are just devastated to hear about the news of Neil Cooper. He was a brilliant manager for Hartlepool, quite a successful one, great bloke, loved by his staff and players alike. And as you can see from all the outpourings that you can see on social media, he was a very, very well respected and liked person.
And do we know when the funeral arrangements are as yet?
I think there's a private family funeral on Friday the 8th. But there will be a celebration of his life at Aberdeen Football Club thereafter.
Okay. And you have quite a few other things to cover this time round. Chip?
Yeah, I mean, we had a meeting with the Chief Executive, Mark Maguire, yesterday, a formal meeting for an hour. He did a radio interview the day before, so we covered off that. But what we really wanted to discuss was we've got a 36-page report from Supporters Direct around the club's finances, and we wanted to go through that with him. And as you would expect, he said all the right things, but so did Gary Coxall, so did Pam Duxbury. So you would expect him to say the things that he did, but I think what was different with our meeting with him to the meetings with Pam and Gary, he actually put some flesh on the bones. So we managed to get some detail from him around how they intend to take the club forward.
Are you a bit more reassured that we're not going to make the same mistakes again?
Well, you'd like to think so. I mean, the Supporters Direct briefing suggested that we were going to lose somewhere in the region of £500,000 to get us through the season that's just gone to the point that we're at now, and we were going to lose around about £300,000 last year if we made efficiency savings, and that's very much tied in with what Mark said to us last night. So the figures that we were projecting, or Supporters Direct were projecting, were much the same as his. Last season, I think the funding proposal that they gave to the Vanarama League was that they're expecting to lose around £0.6 million, and we ended up losing nearly double of that. So that's not sustainable in the long term. So I think the immediate thing that they need to do is to steady the ship, bring some stability back to the club. There's going to be some cost cutting. They've already said that there are players who are under contract that they want to try and get rid of. That there are other savings measures that he talked about in terms of backroom staff, travel and accommodation. I don't think we'll be staying overnight in a swanky hotel for games at Morecambe next season. That there are potential savings around the training ground, but he also talks about ways in which they can generate extra revenue. And again, they were very similar to the areas that were highlighted by Supporters Direct. So at the moment, we're very much on the same page.
And do you think they'll embrace some of your own ideas? Because you had some really good ideas, didn't you?
We did. We were kind of talking on the same page with him, weren't we, yesterday? Things we were suggesting he was come up with and vice versa. But as he said himself, we've heard it all before from various people before. And he said that himself, didn't he? You've heard it all before. Let us show you. Rather than
Is
just
it going to
tell
be
you.
like an ongoing dialogue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
I mean, he was very keen to meet us again within the next 2 weeks and give us a further update. The academy's an area where there's a big shortfall in funding because we've lost around £190,000 in funding from the league. That's a black hole that we're going to have to try and fill. Now, we've already done some fundraising. We've already made a 4-figure donation to the people running the academy. So that's an area where we'd like to work with the club. We need to retain our own identity.
Yeah.
Obviously, our long-term goal is to buy a stake in the football club.
Sure.
We've never made any secret of that. And we were looking to go in with the consortium when they took over the club. But when we looked at the finances, Raj was talking about 1.8 million as his ballpark figure for 3 years. For us to have taken even a 10% stake in that would have cost 180,000. So
That's too much.
yeah, so what we're looking at, they haven't ruled out fan involvement, and neither have we, but it may be year 2 or year 3. If we can get through this season, then the costings for year 2 and year 3, where you've brought the stability in the club and you've reduced you've stopped this draining of money that was going out.
Sure. And Joe, on with some of your ideas. How's the lottery going?
Really well. Yeah, we're into our 3rd month now. It's picking up all the time, getting more and more numbers.
And that should
taken
grow,
on.
shouldn't it?
That should grow. We're hoping it will grow. Yeah, and it
Mm.
is doing. It's proved so far too.
Yeah, response has been fantastic. We had a golf day last week.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
how did the golf day do?
Oh, it was excellent. It was
Yeah,
a really good
it's
day.
another 4-figure profit on that. But
Apart from the rain.
it's not just about making the money, is it? It's about
No.
putting ourselves out there in the community,
Yeah.
making good contacts within the business community. It's really nice to see businesses that have maybe had their relationship damaged with the football club.
Rekindled.
Re-engaging.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That
And
would
with
be good.
ex-players, plenty of
Yeah.
ex-players
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So that's something that
thanks,
we'll
yeah.
definitely build up on.
I mean, and this is the ideal time for everybody from every facet to all come
To get
together
together.
and
Yeah, I mean,
rally
that's
as
something that Mark was adamant about last night in the meeting, and we stress this pretty much every time
Yeah.
we put a statement out or make one of these interviews. This is only going to work if everybody comes together.
Sure,
We can't
absolutely.
have cliques and infighting. The club's got to move forwards together as
Together.
one.
And so tell us about the big headline coming up.
Kevin Keegan night.
And what night's that?
16th of November. Back end of the year. Plenty of time to
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Get your
and,
tickets.
Well, I don't know, because the tickets are going, the
Are they?
requests for tickets are going thick and fast at the minute.
Yeah, I think we
So-
had we've
Yeah.
got potentially around 40 tables and 20
yeah,
are
and I think
reserved
about
already.
20 have already.
And
That's
it's
exactly
being
what
held
we've got.
at.
Interest. The Borough Hall
Borough
on the headland.
All right.
Um,
Okay, we'll put
yeah,
details on the
Should
screen
be a really
coming up
good
for that.
night.
But what we want,
3-course meal and comedian as well,
Yeah.
isn't there? And obviously Kevin Keegan.
we want there to be a rolling calendar of events. We don't just want to do 1 or 2 things a year. We want to be doing things, every month or every couple of months. So as well as the lottery and the golf day and the Keegan day, we'll be looking to do some joint
Yeah.
fundraising with the football club as well. That's something that they've seen bought
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
That they've seen that we're.
Mark discussed last night.
Yeah,
didn't he?
I mean,
Yeah.
we're capable of running these events, and we've said to the club, look, we're happy to work with you. We're not going to give you money with nothing in return, but we're happy, as we've shown already, to run joint fundraising ventures, which will benefit the academy. So that is something we'll be looking to do probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks, I would think.
And on the night, sort of, do you have raffles like, at the Kevin Keegan night? Would you have like a raffle? Do you want raffle donations or?
Yeah, auction prizes, raffle
Auction
prizes are
prizes.
always a good.
Have a dig round. Have a dig round.
T-shirts,
T-shirt,
merchandising,
merchandise,
pictures,
okay.
footballs, anything.
And watch the space for the next update. But looking good.
Looking good.